You are listening to the Fuerte Network.
With Danny and Memo.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all know my co-host. Nobody.
So good, girl. I can't rebound from that. That's like the best thing you ever said to me.
I know. I'm usually a lot meaner.
Okay.
You're a bitch?
Well, you're a cunt.
That is so rude.
True.
I can't stand you. So I don't know why we're here. But anyways, welcome back. We're happy to be here today. We're happy to, to be connecting with you almost one last time in 2021, whereas we wrap up our year, as we get closer to New Year, New Us in 2022. As if
the extension of 2020.
The extension of 2017. 18,
I wish it was 2019.
Oh, no, you mean because of everything going on.
Nothing has changed in 2 years.
Nothing has changed. It's been
the
same.
pandemic is still rolling through.
Pandemica Jenkins.
Pandemica.
Pandemica virus? No. What was it?
What was it?
Coronavirus? No. What was the...
I don't know. Damn it.
It was Pandemica virus.
Something like that, right?
Pandemica virus is still the drag queen of the century.
She's still here. She's still asking for money.
She's asking for soul.
Along with all the GOP.
Oh, speaking of real quick, and I should have done this as we get into our hot topics, but did you see that somebody released one of the memos that was sent out by Fox News? That everybody in New York has to be in the Fox News studios has to be vaccinated before the end of, at least one vaccination before the end of the month.
I thought that they already had their little passports already. They had to be.
Well, according to Fox News, they're broadcasting that they're fighting it, and so against the mandate. But now all of a sudden they're making sure that all of them are.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is like what they put out to their viewers is different from what they're actually doing inside.
Yeah, their narrative is just
hypocrisy.
Exactly. That's how you spell Fox News. Hypocrisy.
I think actually one of their top anchors didn't she quit? Like she refused the vaccine after they had put on that mandate for all the Fox News people, and so she quit and eventually right now I guess she's trying to start her own line or her own independent journalist type of thing because she is taking a stand for her freedom and she will not. And she started talking shit about Fox News. Like, I will not bow down to the oppression of what Fox News is trying to do on us. So like, they're eating each other now.
That's what they'll do. Is that they're so evil that they'll just eat each other if you don't align with what I say, then they'll switch on you so quickly. There's no loyalty.
There is no loyalty, absolutely not, and not even just Fox News, but just like the GOP in general. Because even his constituents, like I've seen it firsthand.
Well, Trump just got booed.
By who?
By when his little tour with Bill O'Reilly, he said he got the booster shot and they booed him.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm like, where
hopefully they'll make that disconnection.
Well, where are their loyalties? Like, so you're so against vaccine, that's how far you'll go. Is the person that you glorify, you'll boo him? Like, I don't know what they want. I don't know what they're going for. What are they standing for?
Neither do I. To me, I'm just so lost on where they're all at with things and what they think things are.
They're so far down the hole that they're so hard-headed that they won't admit that they're wrong.
Because
they'll die.
That'll be the end of the conservative party, conservative people, Fox News.
Yeah,
as we know it,
they will literally die and have their family die around them before they say they're wrong.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, they sit there and think that it's party before it's personal needs before party before country.
Exactly.
It's
not about helping each other.
It's not about protecting each other. It's not about caring for one another. It's about what's in it for me.
Well, there was this TikTok that I was watching that was shared because this girl shared her brother's experience with her father as well. I guess she was away from them. They got COVID. The family members would text the father and the son about all these misinformation, right? Saying, no, you can just walk it off. Let your immune system handle it. And the sister was like, no, go to the hospital. You're
Seriously?
sick. You're both sick. So while the father's deteriorating, the family's telling him all these like conspiracy theories about the doctors and that they're killing them on people on purpose. And then he went to the hospital and he refused all the treatment.
So what'd you go to the hospital for?
Exactly. And then he got released, and he was shocked that he got released without getting any treatment or the treatment that he wanted, which was probably ivermectin. And then he is sick and dying, and almost, I think he died. The father died.
Yeah.
And the family will literally tell them all these conspiracy theories until they die before admitting that they're wrong about what they're.
Well, because now it makes them look like they don't know what they're talking about at that point.
Exactly. So you literally killed your family members to make a point that is not even a point because it's mute. It's incorrect.
Exactly. I that's what I'm telling you. The thought process behind some of these people just is
It doesn't make any sense.
boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that's like, dude, like why are you willing to let it go this far to save face? I wouldn't care. Like, I'd own the fact, you know what? Hey, I fucked up. I said something incorrect. I need you to go get this. Like, you know, like even in my family, like, you know, I had family like, you know, they got sick with COVID recently and they weren't vaccinated for whatever reason. I don't judge, you know, you make your choices. But now they're like, we should have gotten vaccinated. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's because these conspiracy theories people don't function correct. They don't think correctly. They're like saying that the vaccine's like from Satan and it's like evil. And like when you think that way, there's just no coming back. Like your reality's so warped. There's no bringing you back.
Yeah, there's such a
disconnect. There's nothing I can say, no facts I can tell you that's going to change your mind. So it's like dangerous.
And then have like just hearing some of these conspiracy theories about it all, I'm just flabbergasted at the fact like, dude, that's like, how the hell did you get into such a dark hole from all this misinformation you're finding on TikTok?
The saddest thing is that there's nurses on TikTok saying wrong information. They're nurses. They're in the field and they're saying wrong information.
But they have no problem with because they have their vaccines, right? I can't. But let's move on because there's a couple of things that I really want to cover in the news today or recently that is that's good and bad, right? So first of all, since we're on the subject of vaccines, did you hear about the vaccine that just got released for? It's like another form of PrEP, but it's now in a vaccine, and you get it every other month.
Hmm?
So it's a new vaccine that actually got approved by the FDA.
Is it a vaccine or a pill?
It's a vaccine. It's an injectable form of the GSK HIV prevention drug. Okay. So it's like PrEP, right? Yeah. And so the way it works
not a pill.
It's not a daily pill. You get an injection. So the first one is you get one injection today, the injection 2 in 30 days, and then after that it's every other month.
I feel like we're so close.
I think
personally, you think that there's already
personally, I'm like there's what I think. I think there's a cure.
Talk about conspiracy over here. There's a cure. They're hiding it from us.
They're hiding it from us.
The lizard people.
To maximize on money.
He said the lizard people.
What the fuck? Wait,
the lizard people are hiding it from us.
It's like, what was that? It was
every time you wear when you dye your hair, you wear the tin hat. I'm like, oh my god, he's a conspiracy theorist.
I should show that picture.
Right?
No, it's like, have you ever seen? It's that movie. Bridesmaids. She's like, for some reason, every time people talk about conspiracy theories, it makes me think of the airplane incident. She's like, there's a colonial woman. She's on the wing.
She's on the plane.
She's
on the wing.
Like, panic. Excuse me. It's that whole panic voice. You know what I mean? And like, for some reason, every time people start with their conspiracy theories, it sounds just like that to me. I'm like, they're freaking out. There's a colonial woman on the wing.
She's turning butter.
She's dressed in whatever garb. I can't. It's too much. But no, I thought that was cool because, like you said, we're so close, and I think we're getting to a point where, you know, when you look at, like, I've been watching Catching Up on Pose. I'm sorry, I'm one of those gays who didn't.
I literally just got back to it, and then I stopped. I don't know why.
I just finished season 1.
I haven't.
And the last episode of season 1, I cried so much. I don't know. I love Blanca. Like, that's my girl. And like, kind of just seeing the way the House of Ferocity fell apart literally within one. And I'm like, bitch, where the fuck did you come from? All of a sudden you think you're somebody because you got your own little house. That's cute. But like I don't know, and so seeing kind of like what they've been through, and like kind of like what some of the episodes have shared about what the 80s was like for people with HIV, and like when you look at movies like
Normal
Heart, where and the band played on, and those movies that came out during those times about what was going on in those in the 80s, like, and you look at to where we are today. It's been close to 40 years in this fight. It's been close to 40 years of research, and we're getting so close. You know?
There's been those cases where
there
were special cases, but they said there was a cure, like somebody was cured.
Yeah, so I think it had a lot to do. They were using what is it called? Stem cells. There was a lot of stem cell use in that, and I think it was in Germany. The
Something
one that
was that's a European,
very European thing where they've actually been able. Somebody who used to test positive has now tested negative.
Right.
And so I think we're on the brink of something. We're on the brink. We're definitely on the brink of something. So I can't wait for that to come out. And so that was really positive. I was excited to see that. Let me see. I know that there's a couple. There's one that I really want to get to. That was what's really big in the news right now. And
vamp stall stuff. What you're doing, man?
No, because I'm trying to remember which one's what order. Oh, so right now the big thing that I want to talk about right now is also Rogelio Aguilera.
Oh yeah,
he is the truck driver in Colorado who was involved in an accident on the I-70 in Colorado. Mm-hmm. He was sentenced to 110 years. And even the judge said he wasn't comfortable giving that sentence. Because,
but his hands were tied.
But his hands were tied because Colorado state law requires a minimum, and that's what it added up to.
Yeah, but they also had, I think I read the prosecutors had prosecutorial discretion, so they can go for those kind of charges, and they knew he was going to get that much if he was found guilty. So it feels like they were just going after him.
Well, now, since you say that, did you hear what, so the prosecution's office received a trophy. After this case, somebody sent them a brake pad from a semi as a trophy for getting him that many years in prison.
Jesus,
isn't that disgusting?
What's wrong with people?
People are never cease to amaze me at this point of how the extent of their vile hatred can be. Well, there was a petition started online, that has now reached over 4.4 million signatures. Not only is that, but there's also a huge protest. There's a lot of truck drivers that won't even go into Colorado. They won't deliver to. They won't take So I used to work with semi drivers, right? I used to do dispatch, and so like you do a drive, you pick up with what they call a turn, and then like if there's any leg involved that even touches or driving through Colorado, they will not do it, or they'll make sure that they go a long way around because they will not enter Colorado. And so there's a huge thing, and there's actually planning a huge protest across the nation for other truck drivers to literally stop and halt America from delivering in support of Rogelio.
Well, it makes sense. 110 years. I mean,
it
was an accident. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't under the influence. What I read is that there was an emergency, like, you know, those offshoots where like runaway trucks. I guess he passed it knowing that he wasn't in control of the brakes. So again, that could be in panic. Like you're panicking, you're not thinking straight, you missed it, and he ended up hitting people.
But not only that, the trucking company has failed inspections on that same truck for the brakes. Oh. They have failed multiple inspections, not just on that truck, but on multiple trucks. I think they need not only do. Here's the thing. For me, it's a little bit. I get that, you know. Hey, unfortunately, I think that, you know, he missed the runaway truck ramps. He missed 2 of them. He should have used those, right?
I mean, he is guilty of at least manslaughter,
of negligence,
like, negligence, right?
Yeah,
but the thing is the excessiveness of the sentence,
right? So I'm not saying like, and he even said it himself. Like I understand, I did something very bad.
He was on them,
but and like a lot, and maybe there should be some time served. Like of course, you know, unfortunately, you made some bad decisions. Yeah, but 110 years. Like when
rapists get like nothing,
literally, like you have an admitted rapist. Like what was
even some murderers who kill somebody get less time than that.
Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm just saying, or
smooth.
What was,
like bless you.
5 minutes later. Or what was that rapist? The one who the judge said, I don't want to ruin his life.
Every white person that's ever raped.
Brock Turner.
Brock Turner. Like he even admitted, yeah, I did it, but like he got 6 months and a slap on the hand.
Yeah.
And 6 months at home probation.
The one that you're talking about, I think, is the one that I brought up a few weeks ago. I don't know his name, but he was like a rich kid who raped multiple people, like friends of family in the house. And he's like, the judge was like, oh, that would be inappropriate for me to do, like sentence him.
Yeah.
Because he was rich.
And then my thing is like also another thing. You have this man, the accident happened in 2019. Mm-hmm. You know, it's been 2 years. You know, he already went on trial, was convicted. What's happened to, what was the kid? The
affluence kid?
Not even that motherfucker. Like, for example, you have the guy who killed, what was it, 17 people in Florida.
In Florida. Yeah.
Cruz. I think it was Cruz. The mass shooting at that high school in Florida.
Yeah. He hasn't been sentenced.
He hasn't been sentenced. He hasn't even gone to trial yet. Mm-hmm. How, you know, like, to me, that's more important.
Right. And that was deliberate.
And I'm not saying that the 4 lives don't matter. Of course they do. Like, dude, like, I'm so sorry for your loss, but like, where how, I don't know. To me, it's just like our justice system is broken on so many levels. And this whole, how every state has a right to say their own. Like, to me, like, there should be like a flat thing across the board.
Flat rate. U.S. Postal Service. If it fits.
Yeah. If it fits the crime, you know what I mean? If it
fits, it ships, girl.
If it fits, it ships.
To jail.
If it curves, it serves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was terrible.
Well, in all this and all these TikToks that I've been watching, they've been comparing it to like other cases that are very similar but worse, and they've gotten less time. There was this lady who killed 4 kids because she was drunk driving and she hit them crossing the bus or the crosswalk or something.
Yeah.
She got like nothing in probation, a hand, because she was white. That guy, the affluence guy, he got into a truck with a bunch of his friends, drunk, crashed the truck, killed like 4 or 5 of his friends. And the prosecution, his defense was like, he's so rich that his family has never taught him right or wrong because he gets everything he wants. And it worked. He didn't get anything.
I can't.
And then he left the country, went to Mexico on probation. And again, slap in the wrist.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was white.
What's the common factor?
Yeah.
Here?
And the people who say that that the system is broken are incorrect, because the system is made to do this. The system was built for this, and so it's working perfectly.
It's working for those who it was intended to work
for. Yeah.
But for the ones who truly need the true justice, the ones who truly need vindication, or they don't get it.
Yeah, and then or justice, right?
Right.
This guy is an immigrant from Cuba. He has brown skin. Mm-hmm. I wonder why.
Right. I was like, it's funny because, like, not funny, but like when I was watching his statements, like when he spoke right after the way he was crying, like he's felt genuine, that. Like he's genuine, felt like what's the point in living? Like it should be me, not them. Like dude, like
he came to this country for a better life. This is what happens. Yeah.
No, I felt that. Like I totally fucking felt that. It was
sad. It's just sad. I mean,
it really is.
It's getting a lot of traction, so I hope, because I think the governor can commute his sentence.
He can, and then that's what, and a lot of people are calling on him to commute the sentence. He
or
is
a new trial or something.
And they're saying that he will, because he's the do the right thing kind of guy.
Yeah.
So they're saying that he's going to. So I'm hoping that he really does.
Because he's been in jail this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really hope that it turns into something that they fix.
Yeah.
So. Well, anything else you did?
Oh, you know
what?
God, I should have brought the picture. But there was this story about a judge that was caught on her own security camera with friends on a drunk night saying the N-word. N-word this, N-word that.
No.
So she is on leave as of now, but they're wanting her to resign, but I don't think she's going to resign. So now the DA is looking at all the cases where she was a person of color was found guilty or charges, because this is clear
that it's clear she's racist.
She's racist, or she has racist tendencies, or she might lean into heavier sentences for people of color. So it's like
she's got
why don't you resign? She won't resign.
Because she feels like she can get away with it.
Of course, because she's white.
Because she probably will get away with it.
She probably
because
will.
she's
No,
white.
because she has gotten away with it.
She has gotten away with it.
Why is she white? Because that's I don't know. It's,
Just why she's white?
Yeah.
You can't ask somebody why they're white.
That's what I wanted. It's that Mean Girls. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I was like, fuck, somebody you got the movie reference. I love it.
Yeah, sure.
No, seriously.
Totally did on purpose.
I totally did.
Okay, good.
Fuck off, Daniel.
If you did it on purpose, why would you say it?
Why would I say
Why would you say that out loud? Just let it go.
Oh, because I wanted to be funny.
Oh my god.
So one of the things that I wanted to talk, shut the fuck up. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today is, as we got into, so I was having a conversation with a friend of ours.
Who?
And,
Who?
That shall remain nameless.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
So today's topic.
Uh-huh.
Now, do you have anything else you want to share for Hot Topic?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to talk about today was, like being gay in the workplace, right?
Mm.
Why the face?
Why?
Why the face?
Continue.
Oh, because like as I was having a conversation with him, he was telling me how there was somebody who works with him who was making some comments about it, about the F word, and how
Wait, is he straight?
the guy who was saying it, yes.
Okay.
And so our friend who wasn't out at work at that time, kind of didn't say anything about it because he was still he was like, I'm still new and the newest person on the team. I'm not trying to necessarily create a situation just yet. So we were talking about that. And then as time progressed, he ended up taking a trip to meet this person and talked about it with them. Like, hey, you said this bothered me. I am, gay.
Homosexual.
I am a homosexual. And so he goes, what do you think? And he's like, I guess, the guy told me, he's like, my bad for using it. Nothing changes. You're still my bro. You're still my boy, whatever. So that kind of brought on the theory of like where we're at today with being gay at work. Right. And I wanted to kind of get into that. And, there's little bits of everything, on both sides of it. There's people like, and I even posted it on my socials today. I don't know if you saw
I saw that.
And I got 18 responses from from our gay friends. From the gays.
Facebook gays.
From the Facebook gays. And a lot of it was a lot of the responses that I got were very similar in regards to, yeah, I'm out at work. But I it's not that I didn't just come out. It was more of I tell people if they ask or if I need to correct them on something is when they find out. One of my friends, my friend Paul, actually created one of the best responses, and he said, I treat it as if it was just like anybody. No, Paul Hoffman. I treat it as if it was literally the conversation like any other. And then he goes on to elaborate on the fact that he goes, when I talk about my ex-husband and my ex, and going through a divorce, he goes, I'll use the him, his pronouns, and I act as if it was just a common conversation. He goes, and people will catch on to it and they move on. So I'm getting to a point where like that's where we're at now. So is it really not that big of a deal anymore? But it
depends.
And that's that's the conversation I want to have. And that's the conversation I want to have because I think there's some fields and fuck, I totally forgot this. Well, there's this guy I follow on TikTok who's a Hispanic man. He's Mexican from Michoacan, and he actually moved here. He works here now in construction. And so he's very out. He's got a delicious OnlyFans. I mean, he's great. He's fantastic.
How do you know that?
I read the reviews. His Twitter is fantastic as well. Anyways,
who is this?
I'll share it later.
Okay, thank you.
He's hot and he's versed. Anyways,
you fangirling him?
I'm totally fangirling. He's cool. I love his voice. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about. So, and actually, literally in the video he posted, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, he posted about this guy who was literally saying shit like, "Hey, the fags are not supposed to be here. They should be eating outside," and calling them women and calling them, like
at work,
like on the job site. And so it's just like I'm like, so I see this and I see that that we're still on both sides of it all. Like we have certain situations, and I think you said it correctly. I think it depends on where you work, right? Yeah. So like as we kind of got through this, I looked up and I found the 7 myths of being gay at work. And I know that we shared some videos that are funny about how gays act at work. And I want to kind of go through those and kind of talk about those, the realities of it all. So Mr. Produce the Man, you got some of those? Ready?
Does it matter the order?
Nah. Fuck it. We'll play one by one and we'll talk about it.
Making copies, move, I'm gay.
In the workplace, being gay just has its perks.
get cut off because it is what it is. But that's the one that literally where what? What?
You're terrible editing.
No, if the video itself cut off, it didn't. The video itself cut off. It's not me that cut it off right there, bitch. But you're right.
You just literally did it before we started.
No, but seriously, because I had.
So what does it say at the end?
I had a screen at the very end. It basically says being gay has its perks, or what does it say? Bitch, because it cuts off.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We saw that.
I hate you
Being
guys.
gay.
I hate it here. But anyways,
you were so prepared.
I thought I was. No, but so when it comes to videos like that, I think there's there's comedy to it, right? There's the funny thing about that's how gays act at work, especially during Pride Month.
Imagine, bitch.
Can you imagine? but it's kind of true during Pride Month because all of a sudden we think it's our month, we get away with everything. What?
Do you?
I used to.
Does Olga let you get away with things?
No. But when I
She
work,
doesn't give a fuck what month it is, bitch.
no, right? No, but I remember when I was at UPS, when I worked at UPS, I would walk around this is my month. You can't tell me, you can't write me up this month. This is my month. I can do what I want.
Well, the thing before this, I was.
Were you the only one out at UPS?
Oh no, there's a lot of out people.
Where you were working at, or did you have other direct coworkers?
I had other coworkers.
Oh, okay, because from there it's okay, so you're gonna write up the only gay during Pride Month. That's what you
right. I wasn't use the gay card.
The gay card.
The gay card during Pride Month. No, but you go through that and you see that, and so that was kind of me during Pride Month, right? And so a lot of gays laugh at that, and they have that, and they laugh at that. That's the way they are during Pride Month.
Yeah, I translate that into my own life too, with Roy, our friend Roy.
I love her.
So when I was working with him, every time because we were trainers together at the company that Danny and I used to work together at. And every time we would disagree, I was like, is it because I'm gay? And he's like, no, stop saying that.
And he would think you're being serious because knowing him and his dramatic personality.
No, he knew I was fucking with him,
okay.
but it was just funny because no. I'm like, why are you a homophobe?
Why do you hate me?
Why do you hate me because I'm gay?
Because I'm gay?
And he's like, no, because you're an asshole.
Well, he's right.
I mean, yeah. I didn't deny it.
Oh, good.
But it's very that.
But there's no asshole card.
There is an asshole card, right?
I mean, no, because I think that if you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
But you're.
When can you get away with it? Is that a personality trait?
We have many friends, ex-friends, who say, "I'm an asshole. That's just who I am. Accept it."
And look where they are
you
now.
just said it right
no
there.
No longer our friends. And look where they are now. No longer our friends.
But they've gotten a card. They got away with this for.
But see, but they got away with it for 3-4 years or for a couple years. I'm just saying. But no, but I think that's a card that people use. It's just who I am. It's who I am, and they use that about a lot of shit, right?
Right.
But so I guess you could use that as the house card. Hey, this is my personality.
This is it.
Like when white girls use their star sign.
What?
So it's not my fault. I'm an aquarium.
An aquarium. An aquarium.
I'm a Geminis.
Well, no wonder you look bloated, sweetie. You're carrying a lot of water.
Damn,
girl.
I'm just saying. You want to come at me with some bullshit? I'm gonna.
Weren't you just talking about gays being mean before the show?
It's Pride Month.
Stop, bitch.
I know it's not.
You can't even say it's Pride Month somewhere. It's not.
It's not. No.
We just had a diversity meeting before we started.
Yes, we just had a training about this.
No shit. What other videos you got?
All right, I got the next one right here.
Oh, please. You guys love me. I keep it real, and I'm hilarious.
Actually, you're just a bitch.
Okay.
That's literally what we were just talking about.
Right.
That's the asshole card.
Yeah, do you think gays are assholes or they're just brutally honest?
I think they're both.
Okay, because there's a line where you can be like, let me tweak this email. This per our last email.
Per our last conversation. Have
you sent one of those?
Yeah.
To your mom?
My mom's my boss, in case anybody doesn't know. But no, it's very that. No, I haven't used it to Olga. It's more of along the lines of girl, let me just show you something real quick. Let me print this out. And this is the email that we discussed. This is the conversation we had. No, but actually I'm starting to because she's actually come to me. We never talked about that. Girl,
I got the receipts.
Got receipts.
But we did.
I had a coworker at the same place that we used to work at who was very, very brutally honest. And she would get in trouble for sending emails that were a little rough. So every time that she wrote an email, she had to have me proofread it.
serious?
Yeah, and I was like, change that phrase to this, that, because she was lesbian too. So
yeah, that makes sense.
it's all of us.
It's all of us.
But we had to fix it because she was just like brutally honest.
But see, like,
Was she the one in third shift?
No.
No,
She was a trainer as well.
Okay then.
You weren't a trainer?
No, he couldn't
No.
train. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, we actually were up for that position we interviewed for the.
No, we
at same-
didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
The one that you got.
As a trainer position?
Yeah, I interviewed for that same
No,
thing.
you didn't. It was just Roy.
You played the gay card. You got the position over me.
No, I didn't.
so do you
I'm
think?
just better than you.
And there it is. Well, since you mentioned that, do you think that there's people who say that being gay has helped them
Help them.
before that has held them away from promotions.
That's
Right.
very true. That could
And
be
then there's a
possible.
lot of truth to that.
Because
And-
it all depends on who's the boss,
right,
who's the hiring manager.
exactly. Do you think that there's an instance where being gay has helped?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
I just talked about it.
If the boss was like super gay friendly, love the gays, and then there was people who were interviewing for it, and there was a gay guy that they really liked, and the personality was like good, then yeah, it could be a benefit.
Okay. I can
Why?
see
Do you
that.
not think so?
No,
Yeah, and I believe the same thing. Like joking aside, if you're trying to especially companies, they're now trying to show how diverse they are, and they kind of look at the pool of applicants and the pool of people who are for say in management position. If there's 10 management positions, there's 10 white guys, there's one Hispanic, there's one black, there's no women. There's now next time new round of position comes up, it's like, all right, let's focus on getting a woman here or a person of color or someone that's gay. And even though that may have there may be someone who is a bit more qualified, they might choose to that just so the company itself could seem more diverse.
It's what's the name for it? Affirmative action.
Yeah.
So I think and that's what I was getting at. Like, I think it can help you because it's unfortunate, because it helps us. It could help you in that regard where it's affirmative action. Like, oh, we can show that. Oh, look, the gays are moving up and moving through the company.
That's if you are, let me say this, flamboyant enough for them to know you're gay. Because unless you bring it up, then unless you're like obvious, an employer might not know. So,
But
do you think
is that necessarily true though?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have to be flamboyant?
That's what I'm saying. So how will they know if you're gay?
I mean, like,
if you don't say
to
it.
me, to me, for example, okay, I know you're gonna come for me when I say this. Like, I don't consider myself to be overly flamboyant on that spectrum. I mean, I have some butch ways, right? I don't think that I'm like more middle of the spectrum, contrary to what you were trying to stop yourself from saying. And you too, I don't appreciate that face.
I see that though. I see that.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think, for me, it's like when I'm being extra, I think it's more me just trying to get laughs rather than it's a true.
Do you think if somebody were interview right now, they would not?
Well, but
tell
look
you
at my
that?
hair, bitch. Like, okay,
That's what I'm saying.
that I get. It was, that's what you were looking
That's
at.
what I was
Okay.
looking at.
And so yeah, maybe that. But like, for example, like I've seen like gay men that I've worked with, especially like, for example, at UPS, that they weren't that flamboyant. They didn't have the grayish blonde hair. They weren't me, right? But all they literally had was just a picture of them and their husband on their desk.
That's what I'm saying. But they already have a job. We're talking about interviewing, getting a job.
That's true. I get that. But I mean, unless you're interviewing within house or like a
Right. I
promotion,
mean, if people know you that you're gay,
and they don't know I'm gay.
who? Who?
What are you, a fucking owl now?
Blind and deaf people? Helen Keller now?
Yeah, her uncle still thinks I'm her boyfriend.
Because you're always in pictures together. That's
her
it.
daughter still thinks I'm her boyfriend. Right?
Sad.
See? I know,
You
girl.
need to check your eyeglasses, girl.
We need to have a hiatus in this, girl. But okay, so like when I come to that, so it's more of it can help and it can hurt. Okay, I see both sides of that, and I agree. What else you got? What other videos did we provide you?
I didn't do anything to you.
Okay, let me be clear.
And I feel, and I'm almost finished. I feel like you're making a problem with me,
Not
and
at
there
all.
isn't a problem. You
Not
don't
at
want
all.
a problem with me.
Vice versa.
Trust me.
So this is like if there's two gays at work. Do you think
So you know what this reminds
we
me
can
of?
be productive?
No, you know what this reminds me of? Mateo Lane.
The
comedian?
Starbucks one?
The Starbucks one. He goes, you know, you have one gay working, the token gay working at Starbucks. Shit gets done.
Gets done, honey.
Gets done.
Because the gays tell the straights what to do.
Exactly. They take charge. It's that whole controlling. But then it's he goes, you get
If there's
two gays
gays,
at Starbucks,
Nothing gets done. Because they're either talking shit or they hate each other.
Yeah, that's about right.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with another gay person and
Yeah.
just got nothing done?
Yeah, there was days.
Remember when you interviewed me for a job?
No, I don't remember.
We
that.
were at a establishment that you
at a
used
place
to
where I used to
hire
work.
for.
I was a recruiter for.
And I needed a little part-time job for the holidays.
Little gig.
Right, little gig. So we had to pretend, right? We had
Right.
to pretend. We had to play the role.
Right.
You walked me back to the little cubicle that you were working in.
I was very professional.
Very professional.
Absolutely.
And there was a point at the interview I was like, can we cut the bullshit? Give me the job, bitch.
But I had to go based on your qualifications.
And he was like asking me like legit questions like,
No,
I sure
he-
the fuck did.
Yeah, bitch, I had a quota to me.
Because he was like, has there ever been a situation where you had to overcome some kind of issue or some kind of like
What was-
problem? And I was like, yeah, right now when you're not giving me this job.
Literally. And then I'm okay. And then I was like,
And we
can
started laughing too
Yeah.
loud, and he's like, oh, shit.
And I think one of the questions was also like, "Can you tell me about a situation that you felt difficult and you had to think about different ways to reassess the situation." He's like, "Yeah, this friendship." I was dead, dude. Like it was fucking
But
hilarious.
if you and I work together, I don't think we would get shit
we
done.
shit would not get done. I
nothing.
mean, look, we don't get nothing done for
Nothing.
What?
Excuse me,
no.
squeeze?
Hey, McSqueeze me, bitch.
This bitch, not me. I'm the one with itineraries and shit.
Right. What about?
Where? Cancun was all you, bitch. That's your plan and shit.
Yeah. We let you take charge.
I literally looked for the hotel for us.
Yeah, you did find the booking information.
Bitch.
You did find the
What'd
booking.
you do? Fall on a
I
pier?
provided the entertainment.
Broke a pier?
Bro. I fucking
Broke the pier,
hate
bitch.
you. I fucking hate you. I'm done. And thank you so much for tuning in today. No, but it was but like when we went to Europe, mind you, it was 8 of us gays going.
A gaggle of fucking
A
gays.
gaggle of homos.
We didn't.
We
We should have invited your
We should
ass.
have.
We
We should have.
We invited another woman that shall not be named.
Who should not have been there?
Who you probably should have been there.
Yeah.
instead.
Oh, absolutely. But it was perfectly planned. Like we had an itinerary on this day at this time. We're doing this, when we're doing that, and we're doing this. Like I'll give them that. The bitch put it together. You want to know how good that itinerary was? When I took my family to Europe, literally 2 years later, and the dates were the same. We went from the 13th to the 27th of September. We went to the 13th to the 27th of March. Literally the same dates, Wednesday to Wednesdays. I literally just copied his itinerary, pasted it on this one, and then I did a find and replace September with March. Bitch, it was done. I was like, they're like, wow, man, will you really put this together? I'm like, I can't take credit for this.
Did you not take credit?
No,
feel
I
like
didn't.
You did.
No, I'm like, no, I was like, no, I'm literally giving you the itinerary, the exact same trip that we did. This is the way Danny planned it. I literally just threw in one extra thing when we went to Venice.
Right.
But that was it.
That was it.
I
Okay.
bet you could have it. That was all you.
And then on that trip, I looked for the Airbnbs. I collected the money. I paid the dude. I did everything, bitch. So don't call me unorganized hoe.
I didn't say you were unorganized. I just said you didn't do anything.
And then what happened? We
That's all
decided
I
that
said.
I did do something, right?
Yeah, you did.
Exactly.
I was wrong. Okay.
See,
I'm
someone who can admit.
But if you ask Diana, you don't do shit.
Oh yeah, that bitch.
That was hilarious.
That was literally, I think that was the funniest moment of that fucking weekend.
Stood up, sat back down.
He stood up, said what he had to say, and he sat his ass right back down.
Context. Our viewers don't know.
Oh, so we were on a camping trip for Dulce's birthday, and we broke up into pairs on who's gonna cook what meal or whatever. Me and Dulce always end up pairing up,
And then
can I
Dulce does all the work.
finish? Can I finish? Fuck. Dulce does all the cooking and I do all the drinking while she's cooking. Like
Perfect.
It is what it
Perfect
is.
combination.
Like, it is what it is. Like,
It's accepted. We already know what's gonna happen.
and so, but this next cabin trip, I will be making the meatloaf.
All right.
Jeanette's gonna
Jeanette's
help me.
gonna be making the meatloaf. Just so you guys
For
know.
reals.
Ah, rude. No, but like Jeanette's gonna help me because she wants to teach me her way. Because that bitch makes a fucking good ass meatloaf.
All right.
So I told her, I want to add the mozzarella to it because that's what we do. She's like, cool, sounds great. It'll fit great with her recipe. So it's like that was a thing for her. I'm like, cool. I'm excited about that, but I will be helping because I have to, right? I have to step up my pussy, to step up my game. Sorry, baby girl. I
Don't
forgot
listen,
she's
girl.
here. Cover your earmuffs.
She's
baby.
used to
Earmuffs.
it.
Oh, she's
I
used
know.
to it.
She's been around
We've
us,
been
so
around
she
us.
knows. So she goes like this so she can hear
She's like,
better.
huh?
She's like, let me cut my ears real quick.
Pussy? What's
So
that?
anyways, so Idaena's cooking, whatever. What was
No,
it?
she was flipping tortillas.
No, she was flipping
making
tortillas.
on the comal.
She was
I-
making tortillas.
She was making
She was
tortillas
making from scratch, right?
Yeah.
And so what were you? What you got?
I was sitting around
Right.
like next to her, and she was like flipping them, and then I was like, "Oh, you missed one. Flip that one." And she's like, "Oh, todo sentadote, diciéndome qué decir.
Párate,
Párate.
Sin hacer nada.
Sin hacer nada, bien sentado." And I was like, "That one."
He
He
got
stands
up.
up
I
like-
stand
like-
up. That one's, and I just sit back down.
And he stands because she told you, párate, hacer algo, párate, quieres, or something like that. So you literally just stood the fuck up, said, hey, you got to turn that one, and you sat right back down. Like literally, it's like I don't know what it
Everybody
was.
was
Like literally, people
dying.
were spitting their drinks out
yeah, coming out of their nose.
because it was just so funny, like quick, so fucking quick. I was like, damn.
It was fun. That we got to go do it again.
I think I
Yes.
feel like this cabin trip is gonna be amazing. We have such a good
Just
mix.
don't fuck it up, okay?
Who?
You
It's gonna be
bitch.
a great trip. That's
How
for
would
sure.
I fuck it up?
Really? How
Have
would you
I
fuck?
fucked him up
Don't
before?
fall. Just don't fall.
Don't fall. Don't get COVID. Don't. None of those things.
We gotta
You
get
didn't
to.
get COVID.
I didn't get
We
COVID.
didn't
Someone
get
else
co-
brought COVID to the cabin.
No, that's what we didn't go to the last trip. Remember?
Oh.
Oh, I
the
get it.
camping
Yeah.
trip for your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, for my birthday, which we still haven't celebrated.
Well, it was your fault, bitch.
Bitch.
That
But
was
anyway,
literally for your birthday.
Yeah.
It was. I know, but y'all could have. We could have revisited.
We
We
are in a
tried.
cabin.
Or we celebrated my birthday.
You know how hard it is to get us together.
If it isn't one of us, because
Something's
volleyball.
happening. Something's happening.
Gabi, you know, with
Baseball.
Baseball.
You know,
Kidney
it's-
stone.
Kidney
stones.
stones.
I literally have
COVID.
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 Literally, the last 4 months, something has happened every single month.
Yeah.
For me, COVID in September, the first kidney stone surgery my first kidney stone in October. I had surgery in October. I had my second surgery in December, but even
November.
first surgery was in November. I got sick in October. First surgery was in November. Second surgery was in December, and I even just had like the last procedure done last week.
Mm-hmm.
Now thank God we're over. Hopefully it stays that way. I'm off because
All of a sudden, se persina. All of a sudden.
That's a different conversation.
He busted a Grisel right
I'm
there.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I'm.
Did you even remember how to do it?
That's why like it was short. Like,
He thought about it. He's
I'm
like,
not, I'm not
like,
looking
wait.
at my.
Right?
I'm not looking at the screen. Like, is that how you do it? Like,
It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while. It's been a minute, but it's complicated between me and God.
It's
right
very
now.
complicated. We're
so,
talking, but which is more than you have done for the last
like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, I was in a
It's a
bad.
That's a
Start.
whole
It's
other
a start.
episode.
Yeah. So as we were talking, we're gonna get back on topic. We were talking about
Oops.
being gay in the workplace.
Whoopsies.
So we have one more video left, no?
Yeah, mine.
No, that was 3.
Wait, did I send you one? Did you send two and I sent one?
I sent 2. I sent 2. You sent 1.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that
That's
was
it.
all 3.
You had originally sent 2 though. You had
I
sent 2
think,
links.
but I didn't edit the second.
You're no fun. So one of the cool things is that since we're gonna move on because we have no more videos since you didn't provide the last one.
Mm-hmm.
What I looked at when I was doing the research on being gay in the workplace and stuff like that, like first of all, was coming out of work, is it not a big deal anymore?
Well,
What do
like,
Like we talked
like
about
I
it
said,
being dependent on the
I'm in a company right now that is very progressive. I think if you're in a progressive company that is tech, like Apple or Google, I think their standards are way higher. I think because they participate in Pride and like they're seen more, I think they're good places to work, to be gay and to be open and it's inclusive. I can't say that to like small mom pop companies, smaller companies that are like family companies that
And I think
are
it just
controlled
depends
by
on the
a
family.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just depends, I think, and the state that you're into.
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I mean, up until last year, there was there was 20 states that had protections for LGBTQIA people. So that was leaving you with 30 states that you could still get fired and for being gay or for being transgender or, you know, for belonging to any form of the LGBTQIA community.
Of the Alphabet Mafia?
Of the Alphabet Mafia, yes. But actually, I don't know if you remember this. Last year, the Supreme Court ruled that gender identity, you know, as well as sexual orientation are not protected. You cannot find, and I believe I sent you the picture on that. See, it was last year. It was a landmark ruling.
This was last year?
This was last year in 2020.
Oh, cool.
This was because this was put into place. This was signed by the Supreme Court, obviously, but it was during the time of Trump.
Right.
And that's why I was like surprised it happened, because the actual person who created this was actually appointed to the Supreme Court by Trump.
Oh shit.
So that's kind of what made it even like when I was reading this, I was like, wow, this is actually even more crazy because there was a Trump appointed Supreme Court justice. Nuts, right? Nuts,
Wait,
right?
They create.
So what happened? He created the movement for this. He brought this to the attention of the rest of the justices to sign off on it. Is what I mean by that. So it was filed in a lawsuit against because somebody was suing for discrimination. It got to the seat of the Supreme Court, and then he's the one that moved forward to try to make this happen. And so he brought all the rest of the judges. It passed with a 6-3 vote. 6-3 vote. Yeah, that is surprising, especially in a conservative court. Supreme Court. So that was definitely cool. Now, do you think, let me ask you this. So since we're talking about coming out at work, do you think it's the same for all LGBTQ plus people?
The funny thing is when I looked this up and like started seeing the comedy side of like TikTok and gays at work, it was always gay guys.
Yeah.
That were the funny token gay guys that would get away with things because they were the gay guy, right? I didn't see much about lesbians. I didn't see much about trans people. I didn't see much about any other letter. So it was like, do gay guys have this tokenness about them that makes them, what's the word, invulnerable to like repercussions at work sometimes because they're the token gay guy, or they can use the gay card, so people are afraid to like say something.
Okay.
I can't say that about lesbians. I can't be like, oh, the token fun lesbian. I don't see that in our culture, within our culture.
I can see that. I can see where you're coming from, and I feel like, and the reason why that confuses me when I was reading this, is because like especially like in our culture, it was more socially acceptable for a woman to be gay than it was for a man, because men were seen as lesser than, weaker. They're not a real man. You know what I mean? So when a woman came out, they're like, oh, it's whatever. And so when I saw this, kind of going, I'm like, is this true? And it made sense because like in our society now, like you said, in our community now, men are seen more as the token face of the LGBT community. So I think it's easier to just
or more specific, the token gay white guy.
Right. There you go.
Right. Is the face. Because I feel like we have this culture, even with straight women, that's like, oh, that's my gay at work. That's my gay husband at work. And I've had those wife hags at work that we just fuck around and we're making fun, and they see me as their like gay token husband at work. Yeah. So it's like,
Wendy, hey,
I don't ever hear about the gay token lesbian wife for straight guys at work. You know what I'm saying? It's very one-sided.
It's very one-sided, yeah.
So I think we have this thing about gay guys at work where we are the sassy gay guy.
Yeah.
For these girls at work, for these women at work, that we have to fill this kind of role, like the sassiness, like in those videos. Because I don't see those sassy videos about women, lesbians, right?
Yeah. Okay, I get that. And well, since we're talking about that, like, what was did you ever like actually come out at work? Like, what I mean is like actually have to say something, or were you more of that person who was like, I'll say something if I'm asked? That was you all the time?
I think so. I'm not gonna be like, hi, my name is Danny, I'm gay. How about you? How do you like it?
On his first day. On his first day at work.
How do you like it, bitch? Or I'm not gonna be like to a girl at work. I'm like, hey, bitch. I'm not gonna be like that. we have to get to a certain level where I
Yeah.
can let you know. And I do it like that guy you mentioned is if they say, "Oh, are you married?" Yeah, I'm like, "Yes, I'm married. His name is Jovan." So
Yeah.
it's like not something that like, "Okay, everybody stop. I have an announcement to make. I'm gay." Like it's
Oh, so it's not. We shouldn't be doing that.
yeah, you're in the middle of the factory. Stop, everybody. I'm gay.
Stop the production.
We're like, we know.
That's really what happened.
And you want to know what the crazy thing is? It's like you have some of our employees have been with us. Like Doña Basilia has been with us for 28 years. We've been in business for 30. She's been with us for 28 years. And so she's seen me become from the chubby little gay kid to
a chubby little gay guy.
to a tall chubby gay guy. You know what I mean? To a chubby tall guy. So it was very that. So she's seen every facet of my coming out and stuff like that. So like if I did that, she'd be looking at me like, "Sweetie, duh." You know what I mean?
Well, that's exactly what happened when you came out to all of us.
Yeah.
We were like, duh. We
So
all
what-
knew.
So Dulce has known him for since
24
high
years.
school.
26
So he
years.
thought he was coming out to them, and they're like, "Okay."
You know what it reminds me of? Like when I thought, what reminded me of when I was coming out to them was, remember the movie Love, Simon? When
Yes.
when I forget what his name was, but the black guy was coming out to the girls, and they're like, "Oh no, really? What?" That was literally what the
That
reaction
was.
was. That was literally Jeanette's reaction too. She's like, "Really, cousin? Like, wow, you're so brave." And then she
Rolling her eyes and shit.
And then she turns around and she's like, "Really, duh." Like I knew. She's like, "I was waiting for you to admit it to yourself."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
very that. Then like for me, I remember like for me it was a progression. So I remember like my first real job where I did come out was I was working for a local insurance company, and they kept teasing me like, "You're gay." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
You were out?
Huh?
You were out at that point?
No, because you got to remember, I had just gotten back from being involved in the seminary.
Oh, so you were scared.
I was scared too. Like I hadn't really come to terms with being out yet, especially because my family didn't know. And so Dora, who was one of the girls that I used to work with, she's like, "Well, you're gay. You're gay." I was like, "No, I'm not, Dora. Like, no, I'm not."
I love pussy.
But I didn't say that.
He's like, "I love Give me a second.
No.
I love vagina."
You're horrible. He likes it now?
He loves it now.
No.
Have you heard? He told us he loves it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did not.
If you're out there, you're listening, he wants you back.
Oh.
I didn't tell you. There's been a development.
Another
Did I tell
one?
you?
What?
Wait, what did I tell? What was the last thing I told you guys?
That they're reaching out?
Oh well, no. So literally, like on
Wait. Whoa. What?
This
He
is
had a threesome.
his.
So you know about my
remember?
threesome?
Let me break out the breaking news.
Breaking news. Memos not
With
that
some
gay.
girl.
The same couple?
So the same
same
couple's
couple.
reaching out still, right? Like they've been they know that I've had surgeries and that I've gone through all this, and now they're like, "Hey, we want to take care of you. Like, come over to the house. We'll baby you. We'll take care of you." I'm like, "Okay, no, I'll let you know, whatever."
Some weird fantasy of theirs.
So
What if it was like an actual baby? Like they wanted you to be in a diaper and shit.
Ew.
Oh, no, that's a big ass baby.
Baby Huey.
It would not.
Bitch!
It would not be the weirdest thing to have been
People don't know
told
what
on
baby
this
Huey
show.
is.
How do we end up with the guest? It's all good.
We're
No.
security.
Okay, how did she get in?
Actually, the door was open.
Oh, was it?
Unsafe. Celebrities of our caliber?
Who do we need to talk to
Hello?
about getting security for us? Bodyguards.
Why is that so funny?
She's
are
all
my
y'all ain't
bodyguards.
shit.
Such,
You are my bodyguards.
such haters.
We are her bodyguards. Seriously. No, so we're
Unless you're a snake or a spider, we'll be dead.
I'm not
That's-
afraid of spiders.
Oh, snakes.
just saying.
Just saying.
If it's a snake attacking us, we're fucked.
Oh, yeah.
No. That's true. But no, so anyway, so this weekend, like they were saying, "Hey, how's it going? Like, we know you already said you had your last procedure. How are you healing?" Da, da, da. And I said, "Yeah, things are going great." Like, still kind of just finding my footing again, right? Like, you know? And then they're like, like we just thought like it's been so long since we've seen you. You left us over here. We're both so in love with you. Like I can show you this. Like I got a receipt. of it.
Girl.
Nos dejaste enamorados de ti a los dos, and I was like, yeah, that's me.
Maybe you can be a throuple.
No.
Oh.
Would you do it again?
I can't even get one man. Like how am I supposed
That's
to
what
get?
I'm saying. You have
Right?
now two.
Hey,
A
would you
man
do
and
it
a woman?
again?
What if she pegs you?
What I do? What again?
Them.
Them? I want to say no.
Really?
Like don't get me wrong. They were great. They were wonderful. But
Him?
Him.
Him.
alone, yes.
What
Like don't get me wrong. She's awesome.
What if she just watches?
I feel bad. Like I feel like she's being left out.
Yeah, that's why he did this.
So I reached over.
That's exactly what he did.
No, and it was more like, put your hand right there. It was more like.
Oh, that reminds me. Remember Anna's story? My friend Anna, we were in the car together.
Okay.
And there was some dude staring at us in the car. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Angel, that's what she called me. Angel, like, hold my hand. And I did this. All pinky, all gay. She's like, what the fuck is the point then?
No, and then like with me, like apparently that happens without even asking for it, because all my cousins complain like when we would go to like shopping and shit, like, cousin, we're never gonna get hit on. Or we go to clubs, everybody thinks that you're with us. I'm like, sweetie, give him a minute.
Yeah, give him a minute. Just
my
talk.
first bitch.
Girl, come on.
I mean, yeah,
Sometimes.
You have this thing where you perform. You know, you're performing in public.
No, I don't. No,
have you noticed that, Dulce? Where he performs to like servers, he performs to people at the store.
Perform what?
Sometimes like.
Girl,
it just comes out.
you bring it up. You turn up the notch of the gay,
and then you make sure that everybody knows. That
everybody
you're
knows
gay
that you're present. Everybody knows that you arrived. The queen has arrived.
Well, everybody has to know the queen has arrived.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're putting on a show, and then me and Dulce are like, oh, fuck. Yeah. The show started early.
Okay, tampoco tanto, pero.
But we notice.
Should I just stop that?
Like, man, we're at a Target.
That's just part of who you are.
I guess that's part of who you are. We'll have to accept
it's
it.
Who I am.
We'll have to accept you.
It's who I am. I'm pulled that. It's who I am card.
It's the homo card.
I'm a queen card. Okay.
You're an attention whore card.
Ew. But you're right.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Of course I'm right.
So since we're having so much fun right now, I wanted to bring up a new segment. I mean, since we're just coming from me right now.
I'm like, since we're having so much fun at my expense.
My expense. So I wanted to do something a little bit. So I'm glad that we talked this. We'll revisit this a little bit later, because there's some people I want to bring in to continue this conversation.
A guest?
No, not today.
Oh.
Not today. No, like I like even like somebody like with like an HR professional, just kind of discuss. Okay. But I have to find the right one, right?
Oh, we know some.
We know a few.
We know two.
I was actually thinking about Jovan coming in.
We know two. Oh God.
You should bring Jovan on.
What's he gonna tell us?
No, that we're stupid bitch. And then he needs to go get the baby.
He's gonna tell us no. He's like, no, I don't think so.
No, he literally probably is.
He probably would.
No, but so what?
You can't afford me.
For real.
Yeah.
No, just a Big Mac and he's good.
Is that what he likes?
That's all it takes.
A Big Mac, really?
Big Mac meal? He's good.
Really?
Is that how you got him?
Man,
that's exactly how I got.
He's a cheap.
Got him. He got me.
Oh.
Okay.
He's a cheap date.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Proceed.
Oh, so we always talk about, how we're always like specifically today how I was late. So
Jesus, girl.
It was like 5 minutes and the street's fucking closed right here. Like, it didn't let me in.
I went through there.
Oh, because
I went around. I
had to go around.
I didn't. I just went worst.
No, I didn't do that. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Since when, bitch? In driving?
When
no,
he's not
bitch.
trying
You
to
were
kill
not.
us.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all are walking to the cabin.
You're a terrible driver. You know this. You've admitted it yourself.
Yes, but you're taking your own car to the cabin.
No,
you're taking us.
Tried it.
We voted.
We've already voted.
So I want to do this. So it's a fun little game. It's called Sorry I'm Late.
Okay.
And so what it is it's basically I have to say sorry I'm late, and then you got to tell me why. But the reason why is you have to actually pick a movie line, like the whole story of a movie, and I have to guess which movie you're saying.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you down?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how good we're gonna be, but.
So I said I figured that you would start. Like, you tell me you're late, and I'll tell you why, and you have to try to guess which movie it is.
Just an example.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna say sorry I'm late. But let me guess. You were, and then I'll go into what movie with the movie, like the storyline.
Yeah.
And then you have to try to guess which one. I have a really good one, but I don't think you're gonna get it.
Okay.
So tell me you're late.
So sorry I'm late.
But you say
but
you stupid bitch. You can't follow the rules.
You didn't say
sorry I'm late, but and then I
you didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
We're gonna rewind it.
Didn't I say that? I did say that. See, Dulce said that.
Producer, did he say that?
I did say that.
I understood the other way that he had to explain to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna say sorry I'm late.
I'm late, but
okay. Anyways, we're gonna move on. So you were late because on your way to work you tried to. Oh, fuck! I had a perfect way of saying this. So what, bitch? I'm gonna need you to focus.
Me focus? I need you to focus, bitch.
So it kind of goes along the lines of like, so on your way to work.
kind of goes along the lines.
Because it's hard for me not to give it away. I'm
Just
stuck
say
in
it.
my own little
Say
game.
it.
You're in your own head.
I literally am.
You're crashing.
Crash and burn.
You're spiraling, bitch. Did you have
But
anything before this?
Huh?
Any drinks?
No.
No. Okay.
I haven't eaten
This
today.
is all
either.
naturals.
I haven't eaten today. Like I've had not one bite of shit. But anyways, on your way to work,
Uh-huh.
on your way here,
Yes.
you were actually caught up trying to reconnect with your long lost daughter who you gave up for adoption. Meanwhile, lying
Second
on your
act.
resume. Bitch, really? That quick?
What?
Well, it's obvious. Second act.
Oh God.
All
Of
right,
course
go
it
ahead.
was.
I hate you. You
I want to do this. I don't want to do the whole tell the story. I want to be the one guessing.
Okay. What do you mean? Oh, you want me to tell you another one?
yeah.
No, you have to do it the other
He
way.
doesn't
that's
know.
it.
He
I
doesn't
don't
know
need-
another
I was
one.
not prepared. What?
He
But
worked
bitch,
all
like, bitch,
day
you're a
on that
movie
one.
person. You guys like watching movies.
You watch movies too.
Okay, so that's how I know one. So pick a movie. And
No one movie.
Bitch, no, I'm saying I know more, but you give me another one.
Okay. Can we do it back and forth?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
So I'll go, then you go. So I'll be like, sorry I'm late, but what you got?
Okay. Let me guess. You.
This is great radio, by the way.
I know this is really good. You gotta prepare me for
he
these
has
things.
a point. Like, in order to prepare something, like
Really?
you
Like, you
you
have
should
to
have given like
Go
some.
ahead.
sure
think
you
on the
thought
fly.
You had
Okay,
all
so I
day
have-
to think about this.
Okay, so I have another one.
Okay, perfect.
so
Another
me
J Lo movie.
Sorry, I'm late.
But let me guess.
Selena.
No. That is so odd. But your car broke down on the side of the road.
Uh-huh.
And you ended up in this terrible situation where you had to go find your car, try to get it back, try to get it repaired. Meanwhile, you're babysitting.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you were late. What movie is that?
So I was
So your car broke down.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, you're driving into the city. You're driving in.
Mhm.
Your car broke down because
Yes.
you were on your way to pick up a friend.
uh-huh.
Your car broke down.
Yes.
And meanwhile, you're going through all this trouble to try to get your car back because you had to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you're dragging around the kids that you were babysitting. Huh? It might be too old for you, actually.
What is it?
Adventures in Babysitting? You've never seen Adventures in Babysitting?
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking
Nah,
about.
no.
Am I aging myself here?
I don't think it's about age. I think it's about taste.
I'm friends with you, so obviously I have bad taste. Well, that was lovely today. I think
No,
gonna-
we're doing another one.
Okay.
This is your segment.
I'll do one more. All right.
He's
Sorry, I'm
enjoying
late,
this
bud.
crash and burn.
Huh? I'm crashing and burning. Like I'm done. Like you're gonna get kicked. I'm gonna get kicked off of my own show. Sorry you're late, but you are on. But let me guess. You were on a quest to save your home, but in the meantime, you fell in love with somebody and you try to rescue her from being taken away by someone else.
That's like every rom-com.
Well, which one?
Princess Bride.
You're close, but no.
Say it again. Why was I late?
But let me guess. You got caught up trying to save your home, but in the meantime, you fell in love and you had to run away to try to save her from marrying someone else.
My best friend's wedding.
No.
I don't know.
Bitch.
What was it?
It's your movie.
What is it?
Shrek.
That's true. That makes sense. This is fun.
Fuck off, Daniel. All right, well, next is... I tried.
Are we there yet?
We crashed.
Oh,
We totally
is
crashed.
this over?
See, it played out better in my head.
I sure did. I sure did, honey.
Could not have played out worse.
Well, on that note, since I killed it, fuck it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Wow, we're seriously ending it like that. Not
Huh?
even.
Well, I mean, where else can we go? Like, I'm done. Like, I totally killed it. Totally
Yeah,
killed the
totally
vibe.
killed
Totally
it.
killed it. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I tried.
Thank you for doing it. You're so stupid.
Please come back next week.
Please come back next time I'm hosting, so I'll be better.
Oh, wait. So what's going on next week?
Oh,
wait. No,
yeah,
we got a couple things we got to talk about.
Come back, come back.
Hey, come back real quick. Don't change the channel.
Don't change the channel yet.
So first of all, first things first, Danny and I have been invited to join an incredible group of people hosting Loteria Night at the Thunderbird Lounge downtown Phoenix. We will be hosting one night a month, and we invite everybody to come out, play loteria for some fabulous prizes, as well as at the same time, while you're there, you can get checked. You can do an STD check for including HIV and AIDS. That's what's we're part of supporting Ripple Phoenix. And you're going to come out, get tested, and actually have a great time playing loteria for wonderful prizes, wonderful drinks at an incredible location. More dates on our night to host will be coming up soon. But we are very excited for this opportunity, and we hope that you join us. And I have a graphic for you that I can give you. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
After.
Wait, I'll give it to you.
In post.
We'll cut that.
That's lingo for after the show.
For after in post.
If we still have a show.
After today's episode. And I was so excited. I'm like, bitch, I'm going to have a little segment. I'm going to have a little game. Crash and burn.
I've told you to prep.
I
Prep
did.
me. Prep me.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You can't come with that.
I can't be like
Minor
oh.
details. So we're going to revisit this game, see if we can make it work.
Yeah.
I didn't think it through all the way. I'm so busy. I'm just so busy.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to have a special guest. He is a TikToker. His name is Hector Morales. I don't know if you've seen him. I'm going to send you some videos. I sent you some videos,
I've
right?
been going through them. I love them.
If you want to look him up to kind of be prepared of like what the comedy he brings, his at is eyebrows_Hector. And he's so funny. He's here from Phoenix. He's a local creator. So I really wanted to get him on here because he is part of our community. He's Latino.
Love it.
He's funny. So I relate to him. I'm not sure about you relating to comedy since it isn't your thing.
Wow.
Damn.
You're a bitch.
He's going to be here next week.
I've never seen anyone actually bring on their own replacement before.
Oh, shit. I didn't bring him on. He did. So he's bringing on his replacement.
You think he's going to be replacing me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you
You're
won't
supposed to be
things.
spontaneous. You're supposed to be
okay.
impromptu.
Oh, okay.
And you weren't. You suck.
Well, you over prepared and you suck.
I was so excited. Like, I did good today.
It was a great show, girl.
Fuck off.
But anyways, come back next week when there's real comedy in the show. And I'll be prepared with questions and topics and games.
I hate you. I totally fucking hate you. I'm done. Thank you for coming in. Next week, you're going to meet your new host.
Our new host, Hector.
Your new host, Hector. As I will be having a conversation with Daniel before I push him down the stairs.
Spiral.
Thanks.
Thanks, y'all.
I don't know what happened there. Girl. That would game totally
Crashed
sucked.
and burned.
That game totally sucked.
Girl, you had to prep me out.
And I was excited
have
for
to
it.
prep
I
me.
know.
Well, that was conceptually adventurous.
And I think that we went so many places, but other than topics. Yeah. So I'm not even going to plan a topic. I tend to do better, apparently. With that.
No. I need you.